Tunisians were on the streets on Friday for the burial of assassinated opposition leader Chokri Belaid. Gangs of armed youths smashed cars and fought with police. The Prime Minister responded by threatening to resign unless his plan to install a new government is accepted.
There is genuine upset and anguish across Tunisia today, nowhere more so than in the home of Chokri Belaid. His wife, father and wider family sat at the foot of his coffin this morning. Whispered words of support to a daughter whose father was assassinated on Wednesday. It's a political murder that threatens to undermine Tunisia's fledgling revolution.
My husband loved Tunisia. He wanted it to be democratic with a bright future. He always said this country was full of potential and good things. He always believed political progress was possible here.
As the coffin of the opposition leader was carried out through the narrow alleyways of this modest working-class suburb, the huge crowd started chanting Belaid's name and blaming the Islamist-led coalition for his murder. Tens of thousands accompanied the coffin on its journey through the capital. In the words of one world leader, the murder deprived Tunisia of one of its most courageous and free voices.
In the streets where he grew up, Chokri Belaid's body began its final journey. 2 days after he was gunned down outside his home, tens of thousands of supporters turned out to mourn his death.
We will continue our fight. We will continue it.
For a free Tunisia, for Tunisian women, for its youth, for these children.
As the funeral procession moved on, the crowds grew, chanting anti-government slogans like "Tunisia is free, terrorism out." Belaid's widow Basma gave the victory sign as she followed his coffin through the streets. She and their supporters believe the ruling Islamist party Ennahda was implicated in the opposition leader's death.
They're terrorists. That's right, the Islamists are terrorists.
Tens of thousands of Tunisians have turned out to mark the passing of assassinated opposition leader Chokri Belaid. The shooting of the secular politician has plunged the country into political chaos. Thousands chanted anti-Islamist slogans as his coffin was mobbed by mourners. By killing him, they've given him life. He's been reborn in the hearts of all Tunisians. We are all Chokri Belaid.
The assassination sparked several days of rioting by his supporters. No one has claimed responsibility for his killing. His family accuses Tunisia's ruling party. It denies the allegations. The assassination comes amid a standoff between the country's Islamist and secular political forces. Tunisia was the first successful country to emerge from the Arab Spring uprising, making a relatively smooth transition toward democracy. However, it has recently been plagued by economic problems and the threat from al-Qaeda-linked militants.